Today we are going to learn how web applications work. Suppose you want to borrow a book from a friend. What do? You ask him, or rather, you request him to lend a book, and he responds to it by giving it to you. Similarly, the software development cycle works on the principle of request and response. So you make a request on the browser and the web application gives you a certain response. Consider this example. Let's open a website, say Amazon. I make a request for books. So what happens is I'm sending a request from my system to the Amazon server. So the server will process my request, and in response to that, it will show all these books. All the web applications work on request and response principle. Now, as you can see, this web page has a particular structure. There's search box at the top, then there's Amazon logo at the top left corner, then there's cart option and the products. This layout is decided by the front-end developers. Basically, front-end is the layout of the web page that interacts with the user. Coming back to backend, the data that you enter is stored in Amazon server. Backend development decides how to store data, manipulate it, and if it is required in future, how to send it to the web page again. Now let's take a look at the web application flow. User triggers a request to the web server over the internet. By user, I mean the client triggers a request to the web server over the internet, either through a web browser or the application user interface. Web server forwards this request to the appropriate web application server. Now let's understand the terms web server and application server. A web server accepts and fulfills requests from clients for static content, that is HTML pages, files, images from a website, while an application server generates dynamic content. It is a software framework that transforms data to provide the specialized functionality offered by a service or application. Application server enhances the interactive parts of a website. Coming back to the application flow, then the web application server performs requested tasks such as querying the database or processing the data, then generates the result of the requested data. Web application server sends results to the web server with the requested information or processed data. Web server responds back to the client the requested information that then appears on the user display. That is how web applications work. Increased internet usage among companies and individuals has influenced the way businesses are run. This has led to widespread adoption of web applications as companies shift from traditional models to cloud-based and grid models. Web applications give businesses the ability to streamline their operations, increase efficiency, and reduce costs. These online apps such as email clients, word processors, spreadsheets, and other programs provide the same functionality as the desktop versions. However, they have an added advantage of working across multiple platforms, having a broader reach, and being easily accessible from anywhere. I hope now you have a clear idea of how web applications work. Thank you.